Hi, my name is Peter. Welcome to Season 2 of Entrepreneurs Anonymous. Entrepreneurs Anonymous is brought to you by Craft, a business aimed to help freelancers run and manage their business.
Hi guys, my name is Henk Steyn. I'm 34 years old. I'm a commercial, corporate and events photographer from Pretoria.
Hey everyone, my name's Cooldrink. I do everything audio. I make music, I mix music. Everything on radio that sounds good, that's what I do. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Harare, Zimbabwe, but I grew up in Joburg.
Hi, my name is Anushka. I'm from Johannesburg and I'm currently based here, and I am a visual artist. I work mainly in large-scale paper weavings.
And hi everyone, welcome back to the second season of Entrepreneurs Anonymous. My name is Peter, I'm going to be your host. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi there, my name's Cooldrink. I'm 22 years old. I am a musician, DJ, mix artist, anything musical. You know, you guys you hear on radio, I make them sound good. That's my job.
Nice.
Hi, my name is Henk Steyn. I'm 34 years old. I'm a photographer, also a creative person, doing videos, anything creative. That's me.
Where do you get your music from?
Is it?
Me, lie. There we go.
I'm Anushka. I am a visual artist. I make large-scale paper weavings.
Wow. Can you explain that?
Of course. Basically, I paint a lot of artworks onto paper, and then I cut them all up and weave them back together.
It's cool.
I need to see that.
How long?
like tapestries, I guess.
I mean, how big? What's your biggest one you've made?
1.5 by 2 meters.
Oh, cool.
1.5 meters by 2 meters. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's big. I know it's almost like a tapestry, really, but out of paper.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Like that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
very, very kind of interactive.
Yeah.
Even I don't know.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so
I think you should get one of those for the studio.
For sure.
these are a pair of scissors. We'll just cut this one up.
Right, and then when you tap you out of this.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about how long have you been going for? Where did you start? Where was your big break?
Oh man. I started making music when I was 9 years old. So this
What were you using?
FL Studio. 100%. I heard a Skrillex song, and then I literally Googled how to make music, and they're like, get this program, get that program, and I did that.
Self-taught.
Yeah. No, YouTube. No,
That's what I'm doing. That is self-taught, man.
No, the University of YouTube, 100%. And now it's been like 10, 12 years. There's been a crazy journey. I mean, I was like 14 and I started playing on 5FM, doing the Ultimix while at school. Like I would tell my dad I've got like soccer practice, and I'd like walk across to like the buildings and do the mix and come back.
It's funny, he must be so fit, he never comes back to me.
Yeah, I never come back. So my dad actually said, my dad was like, why have I never seen you play a match? And I was like,
I'm too good. I can't afford the tickets.
I was on bench anyway. But yeah. So that's been happening for a while.
When did you first start making money from that?
Oh, you see.
No, like the first like rand. When was the
first rand was probably 5 years after it started. I was maybe in grade 10 and
Right.
I got booked for an event and I got paid. I think it was a big 150 rand.
Oh,
That was big game.
Yeah.
150 rand. You didn't have pocket money.
nice.
Yeah.
Help paying rents. Perfect.
When
So that's me. I think you know what? I'm gonna let you go. you tell me what you do.
Okay, so yeah, I started photography when I was still in high school. Let's put it that way. My mom had one of those flip box Kodak cameras you could flip open. So I did take family pictures and stuff, but I wanted to go into film and stuff originally. But my dad was like, very old school Afrikaans, like, no, you have to go to university and stuff. Went to Tux. Funny enough, if I tell people there's a laugh, I went and studied law at Tux. Yes. Okay, that didn't
you
last.
saved yourself, honestly.
I did. I'm glad I did. But I do miss criminology. That was cool. So back to the point. While I was at Tux, my friend started a band, and I had a passion for music as well. So I became the band photographer at Tux while I was still there before.
Assume it was volunteer work.
It was, but I was also kind of like helping them managing their
Paid in shots.
But like, I bought a sheet camera and I would go to shows and stuff. And then when I stopped my studies, I went to Oakfields College. I had a normal basic little camera and stuff. And from there it started growing where I started shooting bands every weekend and stuff to, doing other stuff to where I am now. It's a very long story actually. I don't think we have time for a lot of time. So, went and studied 2 years. While I was doing that, back to the question about my first money, I'll never forget this. I was shooting these punk bands at a very little dodgy bar in Pretoria called Shivas Rock. No, that's why I learned to do band photography. I was there every weekend shooting for myself. Didn't get paid, shot for myself. And there was this punk band from Witbank. They were asking me, so what are we going to charge for a band shoot? And I was like, $30. And I looked at her like, no, man, I'm not going to pay you $30. I'm like, hey, cool, it's fun. We can go get a phone call. Hey, dude, can you do this a band shoot? I was like, cool, I did some photos.
Were they complaining that 30 was too much?
Yeah, but this was back in 2000.
Yeah, but inflation's not that bad.
Nine. But back then there was a black label special, and she was for R5 a black label.
So you wanted a 6-pack?
No, but also I lived down the road, so I didn't have expenses and stuff. It's not like a girl. But also things grew from there. Like I would never forget one of my favorite punk bands back then, the Cavalier. I also shot them in Shivas. So I get a phone call while I was working part-time in Sunnyside at a liquor store. And the guys called me like, listen, can you come and shoot us for Tax in New Year's? I was like, cool, what's paid? They're like, we'll give you $300 and a bunch of posters. I was like, cool, I'll come do this. But everyone has to start small somewhere. So that's cool. It's been a long journey, but it's been awesome.
That's awesome. That's a nice story. Anushka, when did you start cutting up paper?
I think, as an artist, I think we all kind of started making art at a child's age, and then I just never stopped. But the cutting paper part, in the way that I do it now, happened in second year at university.
Is that quite a unique thing? Because I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It is kind of unique. Not many people are doing it, and it takes a lot of patience. So I think not many people will do it.
You've definitely seen it. Like when you see it, you'll be like, I've seen that type of art. It's just by names, very hard.
Isn't it easier to cut the paper first and then paint on it? I'm just joking.
There must be easier ways than what I'm doing. But I.
But when did it become like a career, as opposed to something that you would?
I also, from a very young age, knew I was going to be an artist. Actually, like when I was 6 years old, like I was like that kid who was like, I'm going to be an artist. Everybody else was like, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a wedding singer. I was
a lawyer.
So from a very young age, I was kind of always like, knew this is what I'm good at. This is what I really like doing, and I made my first like commission piece when I was 12.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's cool.
It was very cool. And then my first like in the gallery artwork was when I was 18.
Nice work.
Wow.
And then I got like signed to a gallery when I was like 22, 23. And recently I got signed to a gallery in Paris. So like that's all, like the next like biggest step. And
awesome.
But
what does it mean to be signed to a gallery? They're commissioning it.
So I mean, it's a very interesting concept. I think it's actually like more from an old world kind of setup to be signed to somebody, because everybody gets commissioned really, but in the old world it was kind of that you exclusively to that gallery, whereas I was kind of like, I don't know about that.
I want to be a free agent
now. I want to be a free agent. Like, what if I have higher horizons, and also, if I'm signed to a gallery in Cape Town, can I then not be signed to somebody in Paris? Like,
It's gonna have multiple names. Yeah. Cooldrink's taken, but other than
there we go.
But I mean, I'm really still figuring it out. The art world is kind of got lots of different complexities and different ways of doing it, as I'm sure in every industry. And every person who's been doing it for a while will tell you a different success story on how they really got there.
Well, I'm hoping that in this episode we can cut in some of your work, so people. I'm curious now because I want to see it. So
That's amazing.
Oh, that could be cool, yeah.
And some punk photos and a soundtrack from the.
There we go.
There we go. Winner. Yeah. That's cool. What do you do?
We have time.
We have some. It's like when I was 6, I was doing maths. No, it wasn't that bad. No, so I'm kind of, my background's more numbers. So I landed up in financial services because that's where you tend to have the opportunities. But then I got into really love building businesses, but from idea to actually getting it live, which is
It's such a fun journey.
yeah. But I mean, the idea stuff is also quite fun, but then it takes a little bit of perseverance and know how to get from idea to a product, essentially. So I like doing that stuff. I don't particularly like running businesses that are successful. That's not my game.
No challenge to that.
Yeah. I prefer to say, like, what's the art of the possible in the business world, create solutions for people. And
Got you.
and that's kind of where craft came from. So we're trying to build something for freelancers, which doesn't really exist.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No, but maybe it doesn't exist for a reason. That's the other fun part. It's like, let's see.
It's because the great.
It's even sometimes it's a fine line.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's it. I'm with you.
So sometimes great ideas don't make money. So at the end of the day, a business has to make. I mean, it's the same with your work. If you guys can't,
Sure, I think in the creative, having a creative vocation is a cool thing. But then for it to become a money generating situation is a whole nother thing. And
different part of the brain, I think.
for sure, and even like a different sort of personality that you have to take on, and person that you have to become. Like I remember there was a clear, really decision for me when I decided, okay, I'm actually going to be an entrepreneur now. For my whole life, I'd identified as artist, and then like subsequently became starving artist.
Yes.
You know, and then like spent a long time being starving artist, and then I was like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Not fun, and actually like what's the point?
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem is most creatives are creative by nature, but we're not good business people.
Well, that's what I was thinking, and I used to think that, and I also kind of believe that that's what gets taught to creatives at a very young age. Oh, you're creative, you're probably not good at maths, but actually I was good at maths. Actually,
Oh, well, here you go.
Yeah.
and but like at a later stage, it's like, oh, but you're probably only good at creative stuff.
Yeah, but people like putting creatives in a box. I've noticed this as well. Like when you tell people you're creative, they're like, "Oh, that's cool," and you're like, it's not just like that. But
Yeah, like I can agree. I get
it's not always a fun part being a creative, but also back to the whole thing about not knowing how to run a business. I've noticed with a lot of young people as well starting out being creatives. I think we're going to get to this topic soon, but about like working with your money and stuff. When you start as a creative, you don't think about repercussions like we would, as I was joking earlier about the cleaning products. Like you start thinking ahead. Like I remember when I started out, plan for January, and we all laugh about January, and it's like December time, and then January comes and it's like you have to pay bills. There's no work in January. So that's the end.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky there's work, but there's actually no work. Like that's why most creators, especially musicians, try and milk December for as much as they can so they can save, because January is a terrible month for most people, especially if you're not in a corporate environment where you are guaranteed a salary every month.
Yeah, and then the other danger of being a creative and trying to run your business is that if you get creative running your business, you go to jail.
Yes. Probably the word create. Illegal. Create.
And love that. I'm creative with my tax. I'm not creative with my tax. I was joking. That's joking.
Knock on your door. No.
Okay, that's really interesting. So what I'm picking up from all three of you though is that it all started young, like as something that was something you wanted. Like it was just something that came
Almost like an
natural.
inevitability, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like some.
Like, to be honest, there's no other option.
Yeah.
Choose this hard route.
But I'm where there. I mean, so obviously now you guys are at a level where things are going quite well, and at what were there moments of like kind of
Yes.
and I have doubts and doubts.
Yeah, but I mean, like, actually, like,
Have I made the right life decision?
Literally right.
January is coming. No, well, tell me about them. January is coming.
So I feel it's in like my end. I guess it's a cycle.
Yeah.
And like bookings come in. Like right now, and if I'm honest, like December bookings are starting to pile up. Right now, I've made the best decision. I followed my news. Catch me in like 30 days, and I'm probably sitting there like, maybe I should have stayed in software development. Maybe I should have a software firm on the side. But I think my answer to those questions and those doubts is always, you were never going to do plan B properly. Because plan A didn't work, why do you think plan B is going to work? Like, having a plan B doesn't mean it's going to work. If plan A didn't work, well, maybe spend more time on plan A, in my head. And that's how I answer that question for myself. This is what you're meant to do, and you're very good at this. It takes the least amount of effort for you to bring the most change to your life doing this.
And you're also at the top of like your category. Like I look at other peers around me, and I like, even though I'm having this super bumpy ride, I'm still at the top of where we're at. Like other people did choose different career options. So I also feel really lucky, that I like, yeah, my ride is bumpy, but I still think I have the best one.
I think the thing for us three as well is we have a passion for what we do.
Yeah.
I sometimes look at people in corporate fields that earn more money than us, but they are so fully unhappy.
Yeah.
Like genuinely unhappy. Look, I think all three of us can agree these days we wake up and we're like, why the hell are we doing this? And sometimes you hit a bump in the road, but that's part of life. But I still enjoy majority what I do. I still get a kick out of it, like being creative and trying to want to do new things. So I think it's true what he says, like, you have to kind of put your teeth, like grind your teeth and just push through the hard times sometimes.
Yeah. So I mean, I also believe that money and it as a thing on its own can bring you temporary happiness, but actually you just adjust to the new level of money, and then if you're unhappy to start with, you're gonna stay unhappy. 100%. So you actually have to be enjoying.
Money's not happiness.
No,
I think money, especially in the creative world, at least for me, like, yeah, so as being 22, 23, like making the type of money that I've started to see, I've never seen this type of money before, and like you'll have months of like, oh my gosh, I've never seen, let's say 100,000 rand, and then you start seeing 100,000 rand for a bid, and then it's like, okay, cool, let's.
But now I need
to see it. Now you don't see 100,000 rand.
I've built my lifestyle. Okay, Dad.
100%.
Yeah.
But keeping that lifestyle up is what you have to work for. And I think as a creative, I had to tune my mind to sort of see money not as something that brings happiness, but as a tool to give you happiness. Money is not happiness.
Okay, so bring happiness. Devil's advocate question. Let's say, I mean, for all three of you, let's say this. Someone comes along, you don't particularly like them, you don't particularly like the project they're on, but they're willing to write you a big check to bring your skills to it, but you're going to hate the process of doing it. What do you do?
Well,
Happens all the time.
So what do you do? you take it.
But to be honest, I really do check it out.
Really? Okay.
Like sometimes I'm like, this is definitely for me, or
Is there a point where the money is like, you just do it because it's so...
sometimes too, like you happen to catch me when I actually need you, and then it's like, oh, this is actually perfect. Yeah.
Does it not feel like selling your soul a little bit when it's like something you wouldn't have done otherwise? So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just curious.
So, but I'm also like, I also think nothing comes by accident either.
Okay. Fair. That's cool.
I also find that the clients, those kinds of clients, get better. So it's almost like I had
The same person gets better, or you get better clients.
different clients, but they get better. It's almost like I learned something from the first one.
Right. Okay.
And that helped me attract a better one.
And you got one
kind of person.
And you got money.
My brain.
So is it really a bad thing?
No. I'm not implying it's a bad deal. I'm just curious about how do you
bet
get through. Yeah.
I just want to add in to this whole conversation. I think you both can agree with me. So as a creative, sometimes, like you say, you get this opportunity, right? If you are not fully committed and you can't see yourself in this project, you're also not going to give your 100%, even though you want to. Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of emotions that are going to be creative. It's not just black and white. There's a lot of things in the whole situation.
There's an essence you bring. How does it hard to capture?
There isn't. I can kind of mention something here. I'm not going to mention names. There's another photographer. No, nothing bad. This is actually very interesting. He was talking, and I don't want to mention names because, especially creators, they can be also very oversensitive about certain things. He was talking about photographers. He was having a conversation with another photographer about the whole thing about, are you going to be artsy and only do the things you want, or are you sometimes going to do the things that are not that glamorous, not that nice, that pay the bills, that make your life a bit easier and you can survive as an artist? So you need to and I've kind of made that decision as well. Like, you kind of need to pick what you want to do, and sometimes you have to do the not so nice things in life to be able to.
Yeah, but I think it's also a journey. The people that can do the work they want to do, like, I don't know, want to go world. Annie Leibovitz can choose exactly what she wants to shoot.
You need the people that are that lucky to do always what they want to.
Yeah.
But I think
Yes, you definitely work your way to that.
Sure.
And I find I've also slowly working my way to that. I remember in the beginning when I was in that starving artist phase, I also had to take a hard look and be like, actually, I'm only starving artist because I'm not taking the work that I don't want to.
Right.
Had I been taking this work that I don't suppose
Are you guys been in a position now where you have there's too much demand for your supply, so you can pick and choose? Does it happen?
yes, so at least in my position, there is a lot of demand for what I do and me specifically, but I am in the place to pick and choose. But as I said before, I see money as a tool to allow you to do more freeing things, to bring more happiness. So I still take the jobs that I don't want to do because I know that money is a tool to do the things I actually want to do.
Sure.
So I'm gonna play your wedding. No, I'm not gonna play a wedding, please. I'll play your corporate gig, and I'm gonna take that money, put it back into my studio, put it back into this, and then the next client who comes along, Anushka wants to record a song, walks into the studio, says, "Wow, this is an amazing studio. I'll give you more money."
Okay.
The corporate gig made sense.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense to my next client.
Okay. Interesting.
How can I put this? I agree with him as well. It's like you can't invest back into yourself and into your business. So it's not like you're sitting your hinges and not working, if I can put it that way. But also, for example, for me, this year I said, cool, I'm not closing my shop. I'm going to run straight through the year. It's a bit more quiet time now, but there's still work dribbling in. And in my opinion as well, I think as a creative, you can never actually say no to work. If you are fully booked, you need to also, I was in that situation earlier this year, and I think you guys can agree, where you're busy with projects and you swamp to year, and then more people want to come and get you for jobs, then you kind of just ask yourself, am I going to take this job and make more money, but B,
Kill stuff in the process.
not only that, you do a half-ass job on this one, and that
Your average comes.
yeah, and then what's going to happen is your name goes down with the product, because at the end of the day, what you deliver is a product, and if the product is bad, I think word of mouth is the biggest thing in our industry when it comes to getting more work and your reputation.
Nice.
I agree.
Okay. Interesting. Entrepreneurs Anonymous is brought to you by Craft, a business aimed to help freelancers run and manage their business.